Everybody knows the great excitement of pulling a new 5-star character unless you lose the 50-50 and instead get Keqing. We can all agree on the fact that for recent version updates, only Keqing remains as the only character to be irrelevant. Mona and Jean enjoy their privilege as being key members of some teams. Keqing received a new artifact set that she can use. And Diluc is still quite strong as he is pyro and can utilize vaporize or melt to further increase his damage. Keqing, on the other hand, doesn't really have an amazing artifact set yet, since Thundering Fury's passive only increases electro reactions, which are still mediocre to this day. So the missing potential to deal huge damage and having no support capabilities at all puts her overall in a bad spot. But no matter how hard you try to deny it, looking at how many members the Keqing subreddit has accumulated, she is still to be considered waifu number 1. So it is nice to see that miHoYo is giving her more attention lately through putting her in a major role in the Moonchase festival into her newly released skin. So let's continue on our hopium and think about what miHoYo might be preparing for us in the future. If you haven't realized yet, we are getting a free 4-star character or weapon alternating every patch, and since we are able to invite one leeway character to our party in version 2.4, we might expect to get a weapon for free in patch 2.5. Unfortunately, since we got the Cinnabar Spindle last time, it is unlikely to get another sword, and instead miHoYo decides to give us another catalyst or bow, but it would be a great decision to release her signature weapon in the near future that has been in a Gacha splash art since Genshin's release, which should further enhance the damage potential of her kit, just like Doroko Tails for Klee and Cinnabar Spindle for Albedo. Nobody in the game really likes to farm the Thundering Fury Thundersuper domain, as almost no character uses any of the 4-set bonuses. So following the recent trend to release artifacts that are enhancing or even adding a playstyle, a possible new set might reward you with more damage through stacks that you gain by alternating between attacks, elemental skills and or elemental bursts, just like the passive of the Polar Star. This could be applied to the 4-set bonus. As far as the 2-set goes, it should give you a universal bonus instead of giving more damage to a specific element. So I got creative and came up with a possible new artifact set that enhances Keqing's playstyle. For the 2-set bonus, it could either give you a certain amount of cooldown reduction or increase your character's elemental damage bonus. For the 4-piece set, there are two options. The first one having a mechanic that gives you stats or additional damage by gaining stacks under certain conditions. The second option is just increasing her damage of one part of a kit when she attacks with another, and the other way around. But the first one sounds much better for an artifact set, as we currently have one set of that kind, which is in fact the Husk of Opulent Dreams. For the latter one, it sounds more like a weapon passive, and as it turns out, we already have multiple weapons with this mechanic. So what do you think? Is it time for Keqing to receive some sort of buff to make her relevant again? For this, we have to wait to find out what miHoYo might have prepared for us in future updates. Thanks for watching and see you next time.